Hello, YouTube. We are back with another episode of the Reality Check YouTube channel. Today, we're going to kind of start discussing what's been going on over the last 24 to 48 hours as far as the crazy world of politics. Some of you probably already know uh, the new conservative House, well, Republican-controlled House, I should say, has taken over, and they've been trying to vote in a new speaker. Kevin McCarthy's up to, as of the making of this video, up to 5 rejections, and we've got the House, the America First Freedom Caucus is basically stonewalling them for control of the speakership, which in my mind they're doing rightfully. And in this video, I'm going to kind of explain to you how I came to that conclusion. So, without further ado, we're going to get right into it. Some of y'all are noticing the shirt I'm wearing right now, and that will become relevant later as well. So let's get into it. Start off the day. As y'all know, yesterday they had 2 consecutive votes where no candidate could get the votes. They ran Kevin McCarthy versus, I believe it's Hakeem Jeffries, one of the damn commies anyway. Neither one of them had enough votes. They need 218 in order to take the gavel, right? And according to the leader of the party, the supposed leader of the party, he says some really good conversations took place last night, and it's now time for all of our, now notice this is all in caps, all of our great Republican House members to vote for Kevin. Close the deal, take the victory, and watch crazy Nancy Pelosi fly back home to a very broken California. The only speaker in U.S. history to have lost the House twice. Republicans do not turn a great triumph into a giant embarrassing defeat. It's time to celebrate. You deserve it. Kevin McCarthy will do a good job, and maybe even a great job. Just watch. And my answer to that is kick rocks. I voted for Trump twice, and I completely disagree with this statement. And we're going to get into why. The guy that retweeted this, I evidently just lays it right out for you. And he's kind of in the same mind frame. Sorry, Trump, this is this is the kind of nonsense that's going to push your base towards Ron DeSantis, and I totally agree. It says, listen to your base. McCarthy is not wanted. He blamed you for starting an insurrection. Seriously, fire your advisors. I couldn't agree more. Whoever's advising him has got his ear is either tone deaf or just basically feeding him a line of crap. Either that, or maybe he's part of it. I don't know. Maybe he's a rhino himself. You kind of come to that judgment based on how this last couple of years has went. Okay, let's kind of scan through here. We've got some more Twitter files to cover, probably in a later video. But here's the one thing they don't want you to see. Everybody was all outraged when they had the commies back here flagging this damn flag, right, in our damn house. But there's no problem with him going around virtue signaling with that crap. And this has all been confirmed to be accurate, doing the same exact damn thing. Their symbolism, they always have to virtue signal. It's a true sign of a swamp rat, is this virtue signaling crap, right? Where's his American? Oh, you want to wear an American lapel? All they're interested in is laundering money to Ukraine to cover up their crimes. There's been more than enough evidence that I've seen scooting around here online that they've had bioweapons labs in Ukraine. Vladimir Putin himself has even declared it. If you pay any attention to any of his videos, that's assuming you can see them and they're not being censored by the intelligence communities, right? We'll get more into that in the next video because there's a connection there as far as the whole Russia narrative bullcrap they were pulling. Okay, now here we've got Matt Gaetz in a little video here I want to show you.
Committee threatened by my committee chairman to be on the Armed Services Committee, Mr. Rogers, that if we did not vote for Mr. McCarthy, we would be removed from committees. Our position is that if Kevin McCarthy is the Speaker of the House and we don't have an ability to ensure that there is oomph behind the agenda and energy behind our oversight, that the committee assignments don't mean that much anyway. I'm not here to participate in some puppet show where we pass a bunch of messaging bills, send them to the Senate, watch them die, fail to use leverage, and don't hold the Biden administration account, threatened by my...
Now, that being said, you touched on a very good point there. McCarthy's already been on record claiming that he has no intention of pushing forward any kind of impeachment trial against or investigations into Biden. I mean, if you're not going to do the investigations, if you're not going to impeach him, what's the point in the investigations? Just to rub it in our faces? Mark Levin. Now, this is where I'm going to get into the media thing. Mark Levin, the J word, what J word you're not supposed to say, right? You know what I'm talking about, or else you get quote unquote canceled. Votes for McCarthy twice, then runs against him, knowing he'll only get 20 votes. Calling out Byron Daniels, which is one of the names that was put up, along with Jim Jordan, and all, and several. They've tried several different combinations thereof, right? They keep ending up with 20 votes and basically deadlocking the speakership, which in my mind is actually a good thing, because guess what? If nobody's got the gavel, they can't screw anything up. So maybe it's a win in disguise. Everybody's seeing, but the media is trying to portray this as it's some kind of, it's just a distraction. These people, you just wait till you hear what they really think of you here in a minute. Here's one from Lauren Boebert, right?
Let's work together. So let's work together. Let's stop with the campaign smears and tactics to get people to turn against us. Even having my favorite president call us and tell us we need to knock this off. I think it actually needs to be reversed. The president needs to tell Kevin McCarthy that, sir, you do not have the votes and it's time to withdraw. With that, I yield. Thank you. I yield.
You back?
Yes, ma'am.
And I agree. And here you've got old Rhino Mitch. The same rhinos that were actually, these people are actually standing up against these rhino Republicans that have been in there forever. One of the terms that the America First candidates are going for is term limits. And that's a non-starter with McCarthy. Now, why is that? Because he's been in there forever. He's been in there long past his time as well. How do you think these people sit in Congress, just like these two did, to enrich only themselves and destroy our country? There's no term limits. That should be a dead giveaway for anybody that actually wants this country to run halfway decent or halfway legally, as far as I'm concerned, halfway honestly, right? You don't reward swamp monsters for voting themselves raises or keeping themselves in office indeterminately. We don't have kings in this country for a reason. We fought a revolution not to have kings in this country, but these people are voting themselves into becoming essentially the same thing. Okay, now we got to go over here to the Fox News, or Foul News, as I like to call them, FAUX, that is. All right. Now listen to this little snake over here tell you exactly what he thinks of anybody that's not going with the rhino side of the narrative. What you have on CNN and the mainstream media is an echo chamber. They all repeat the same. We've all seen the videos where they repeat the same crap, right? Safe and effective. Pick your poison, right? We've all heard the repetitive videos. Brought to you by Pfizer. Take your pick, right? The opposite side of the coin is just Fox News over here, right? Where they do the exact opposite thing, right? Upcoming next, Rhino, right? All these people that are reporting on all their so-called experts are Rhino Republicans. They don't give a crap about anything but their own power. They're no better than the damn Democrats. They don't listen to their constituents, and that's the whole issue. Is we have a whole bunch of elected representatives in our Congress right now that, and as far as I can tell, there's only 20 of them that actually listen to their constituencies, because basically every survey I've seen online since this whole issue started is overwhelmingly the people want Jim Jordan as the Speaker of the House, at least on our side from the ones I've seen. Okay. Now that being said, listen to what this little rat thinks about you when you disagree.
A plan on the other side. They said, oh, he got 6. Let's see how many he can get. So then they coalesced around Jim Jordan. We understand that overnight, last night, Ken McCarthy sent his emissaries, some other members of Congress, over to talk to the 20 saboteurs.
So the proposed Speaker of the House has emissaries he sent around instead of negotiating himself. Red flag in my mind right off the bat.
Essentially. And they had some back and forth for a couple of hours trying to figure out how to get them to a yes, and after 2 hours, nothing's been decided.
But I saw the pizza roll in on a cart. It's a big
Maybe they're just doing a
Code word. Those of you that know. Why bring that up? I saw them rolling in dinner so they could have a discussion and figure it out. Why specifically pizza? Make up your own mind.
For the
3
food.
dozen, I
Right,
think. he
yeah, 3
ordered.
dozen. I think at that point you just say cheese. You don't ask people what you want on it, right? You just say, we're ordering pizza.
If it's Washington, I would imagine there's a lot of bologna on it.
So apparently
Absolutely.
McCarthy ordered these pizzas afterwards so that they could discuss ways to get her.
And you see them smiling and smirking. You see the attitude? These are not professional news people. These are opinion propaganda artists. They're just on the right, and they might be something that you generally watch and agree with, but they are no better than CNN. They are propaganda. The quicker people understand that, the quicker you can stop being manipulated by the damn narrative.
around this and try to come together today at noon.
Right, but here's the thing. If you pick Jim, just how insincere the insurrectionists are.
What did he just say? The what are? Where have we heard that word before? The insurrectionists? Excuse me? Let's hear that one more time. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I heard that right.
Right, but here's the thing. If you pick Jim, just how insincere the insurrectionists are. I probably should use that word. The people.
Probably not. You probably shouldn't use that word. Now, why did he use that word? This is a person that gets paid to speak publicly. That's his only job. Now, if you tell me that's not some kind of loaded slander slam trying to fucking steer the narrative to make the majority of conservatives think in a certain way, you don't understand what propaganda is to start with, then. They're not trying to hide it. These people are gross.
People that don't want to vote for Kevin
They were
McCarthy.
Saboteurs.
So,
Saboteurs, that's better. Yeah, saboteurs, that's a better word. I don't know what to tell you guys about these people. To me, this is disgusting. They're literally defending the people that will not listen to their constituents. They want them to listen and fall in lockstep, just like the Democrats do. But they want you to fall in lockstep with some bull crap, rhino crap that gets you nowhere. It's part of they're wanting you to simp for the Uniparty. If you want to be a part of the Uniparty and continue going down the same damn road, keep listening to these fools because they'll steer you right there. But anyway, we're going back to full screen. I want to keep this one kind of short. Just some things I've kind of been noticing following the last couple of days. And now you know why the media is the real enemy of the people. Trump said it a long time ago. Our media is propaganda. There's no news. They always get their news from Twitter. I've been on that platform long enough to know that as soon as I see something popping up in my feed, the next thing I know, I see a video from Fox News or one of these other influencers trying to push the narrative. It's kind of similar to what I'm doing right now, actually, and I'm not even trying to do it. I've been smart enough to see through their bullshit, and hopefully you guys are smart enough to see through it too. But if you are, I encourage you guys to like, share, and subscribe down in the comments, and hit the notifications. I've been trying to do videos daily, but lately it's been overload of information. I've got another one I'm going to kick out to you tomorrow, kind of going through the most recent Twitter files, which, yeah, it's more of the same, essentially. We'll go through it step by step so that you call any of y'all that can't get on the platform or have been banned or don't use the platform can see what information is coming out, just for transparency's sake. And we keep trying to show you guys what I'm seeing, but like I said, comment down in the comments and tell me what you're thinking. How many rounds do you think this is going to take before we actually get a Speaker of the House? Do you think there's a chance that it could flip and a Democrat take control of the gavel again? Because in my mind, that'd be probably the worst case scenario. But I mean, there's been talk going around about some kind of bipartisan vote flipping and influence, trying to get Democrats to vote for McCarthy or whatever to install whoever the hell they want. And when he's saying that he's not going to give any concessions to the people that are actually out for the truth, which are those 20 people, they're actually out for the truth and they're actually listening to their constituents. And in my mind, those are the candidates that need to be backed up and supported. And the one that really kind of stuck out in my mind that's really flipped is MTG. I don't know what the hell's going through her head. She's more worried about the liberals getting control of shit than she's considering the fact that she's buying into something that's just as bad. But only time will tell. And like I say, if you've got any insight to any of the things I brought up or anything that I might have missed or didn't cover, let me know. But in the future, we're going to cover a little bit as far as like what's in the Twitter files, and then I've got another idea for a video involving this whole electric vehicle scam. to kind of show you guys exactly how these rare earth materials are actually taken out of the ground and how it's being done. And all you guys with your little Teslas and your little electric battery packs are going to be probably kicking yourselves in the butts if you see this. So stay tuned for the future, because there's more coming down the pipe. It's never a dull moment these days. Welcome to 2023. So like I say in every video, keep yourself safe. There's lots of crazy going on out there, a lot of uncertainty, but take care of each other and look after each other, and build your local communities, because this federal government and these state governments are not here to help you. They are the problem. And you know, their goal is not really to help the citizenry. It's influence peddling and it's control. And the more people that understand that, I think the better chance we stand of not falling into the trap. But until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Later.